Sup friends, Bear here, and we've got another jungle gameplay because that's where I get down. It's 9:05 in the morning and I haven't been to sleep because I've got a mild addiction to television shows that have been off the air for 5 years. I've also got a final exam later today at 4:40 in the afternoon that I'm woefully unprepared for. But duty calls and I do it for the children, so let's kick some fucking ass. As you can peep with your looking balls, I'm armed with the PM-63, henceforth known as the Pulsating Member. It's got no attachments because I was relieved of all my COD points last night in a liquor store robbery. That's okay though, because everybody knows it's not about the size of the magazine, it's how you use it. Speaking of armed robbery, these sons of bitches must have been robbed of all their actual money because they didn't pay their internet service provider bills. Either that or they've got exceptionally bad methamphetamine addictions, or their mothers told them to go to bed. All three are likely scenarios, really. Anyway, they're all relieved of their hosting responsibilities and the duties fall to me. Time to strap on my bigger set of balls because Host Pro is activated and it's time to set some shit on fire. Thanks to my bat-like listening capabilities, I'm able to hear this son of a bitch take a few pot shots at me with his silenced pea shooter. Don't be alarmed, my friends, because I turn on a dime and punch his teeth into his brain. At least I would if he had one. If by some chance you're watching this, apparent steak, take the ghillie suit off, you sniveling pussy, and play with some dignity. Speaking of methamphetamine, there's no one in this crack shack here. So, I head across this well-maintained bridge of passage and prepare myself for an assault on Douchebag Hill. Take careful notice of what I'm about to do here. Shit-hot pro tip. Jump into ladders and simultaneously knife them. When you reach the top, your gun will be drawn instantly. And so, the Pulsating Member has a quick release and leaves a pile of closeted lovers in his wake. The Black Ops respawn system attempts to disrupt my current streak of decimation, but in a fortunate stroke of luck, the dingus who spawns behind me is away from his controller, likely scratching the fleshy sack where his testicles used to be. Such is life when facing the mighty spectacled bear. Some people build ships and bottles, collect baseball cards or snow globes. I collect the balls of noobs I've killed and display them on my glorious mantle. Remind me to perform a seance for the Dark Lord Hades. It appears my previous indiscretions against his mighty flames were unwarranted gripes, and so I pick up a shocking 3 kills from the shit cluster of my blazing falcon. I march through this shanty village and ooze another stream of lead into this ingrate here, picking up my orbital meteor strike kill streak, the best and most potent kill streak reward in the game. I also punish his friend for taking a nap during a gunfight and shoot him out of his restful position. With the Pulsating Member empty of its load, I have no option but to unearth the Widowmaker from his holster. Its use is true but brief, and a random Zeus grenade explodes at my feet. No matter though, for I am born anew and send my orbital meteor strike in the direction of the miscreant with a grenade fetish. With my mortal enemy now a paste like glue, I leap into the ravine below and peck away at their line with my recharged, reloaded weaponry. It isn't long when a majestic dragon ejaculates flames in my direction, but I act on my feet and chop him down with the strength of 3 1/4 men. I taint the ground with a claymore and then shoot from the hip, besting a scumbag with branches poking out of his military fatigues. A quick flanking maneuver rewards me with the satisfying ping of a headshot, and my claymore soon thereafter. I pop off a few celebratory rounds into my teammates' hides, fling forward a random semtex just for the lulz, and then summon in another round of fiery turds from my flaming war peregrine. The rewards are unfortunately not as great, just a singleton this time, but it beats the alternative. The crack shack is still abandoned, so I head across the bridge again. Only, I'm blocked off from advancing towards the douchiest of hills, so I meander down the ramp and back through the ravine. With a grace only obtainable by the most athletic of gazelles, I leap over a harvest of G11 bullets, only to be betrayed by the last magazine of the Pulsating Member. Fortuitously enough, I'm carrying the Widowmaker. I thank him for his duty and then exchange him for a vomit-covered command bro. Bro he is, and the maneuver pays instant dividends. After crushing the skull of this chump with the heel of my boot, I spray down another ghost fiend with a flurry of hip fire, and then summon in a second barrage of nuclear comet blasts.
Friendly mortars inbound.
After a moment that seems to last a lifetime, another poor soul is squashed under the mile-long length of the frozen space rock, but I have no time to mourn. I punish the G11 scrub again and return my sights toward Douchebag Hill. Knowing intuitively that there must always be a douchebag atop the hill, I prepare myself for the lesson that we learned earlier. My firecracker gives me hit markers, so I'm Oscar Mike. It was a scumbag Steve maneuver, however, and the stun was for a claymore that explodes in my face for being far too handsome. No worries, I'm back in the action and head upwards through the village with a renewed killing vigor. My spider sense tickles my prostate, so I head over to the barrels and meet this colostomy bag with a judo chop to the kidney. Knowing that there must always be a douchebag atop the hill, I throw a semtex, but I'm not rewarded for my abundant intelligence. Instead, it's time for Plan B, so I head up the side entrance and run by the ladder, enticing the fellow there with my gorgeous pectoral muscles. Me and my teammate finish him off Ghostbusters style, and then I kill the crackhead fleeing his meth-contaminated shack. Someone left HIV-infected hypodermic needles outside the drug den, but I spot them with my eagle vision. I sidestep the aides, no questions asked, and then head down the far path, eyeing the minimap for orange Tic Tacs. I cure my halitosis, summon a carrier pigeon, and then scale the small steps here to get behind a caravan of dumbasses. The first one is down, no problem, but I get a case of the fuck yous, and the Widowmaker disses me for switching him out with the command bro earlier. Humiliated, I return to the battlefield with my head hung in shame. Since it's a minute until the action picks up again, I'd just like to comment on how hot it currently is in my room. My arms feel like they're covered in candle wax thanks to the sweat, and my headset I'm using to record my voice is stifling. If I had to choose between another 20 minutes in this prison or a kick in the spine, I'd go for a kick in the spine. 20 more minutes in this coffin or waking up in a bathtub full of ice with internal organs mysteriously absent, I take the ice tub. Anyway, I once again demonstrate the knife ladder technique, a tool you should definitely add to your repertoire. I get tickled in the side and it pisses me off, so I go ahead and clean up someone else's dirty laundry. I just know there's another asshole on the hill, so I use the full length of the pulsating member and inseminate his pelt with ammunition. My goddamn avatar takes a refreshing dip in the river basin, and then heads up the little ramp beneath the bridge looking for days to ruin. I forget to check my corners, so to speak, and get a fist in the ass. Spawn back in once again, I take a couple of shots at this ghost asshole here, but a sudden case of the Michael J. Foxes keeps me from the prize. No matter, I can somehow outsmart him without really trying and return the ass-punching favor. I believe that's the last kill and the last death that occurred for me in this game, so I think I'll take my leave of you gorgeous sons of bitches now. The final score was 29-4 for a 7.25 kill-death ratio. Couldn't get that nice round 30, but still pretty good for a naked PM63. Feel free to check out this final kill cam from Shrooms and BRs. Anyway, this has been Bear, about to turn on some full-powered 64-degree air conditioning. Thanks for fucking watching and have a great day.